All right, just getting ready to go into the studio for our Zoom. And as always, we will be talking to our main camera, but this also will be used for visual and audio for our guests that are watching on other platforms. So just keep that in mind. That is why I am looking away, and that's why most of the content is directed towards and from the main camera. Okay, and let us go into the studio where we can begin our meeting. We're going to be starting that in a couple minutes. I've been trying to stay on time with starting because I've been noticing the more that I stay on time, the better the quality, because it seems that after a certain time, I'm using just the free Zoom right now. I say right now, but it's working. We only talk for about a half an hour. It's not like some long drawn out thing anyway. So I'm trying to, and then I'm new to this. This is only my fourth time even ever doing anything like this. I've always been the person in the class, but I've never been the host. So now being the host, you have a lot of more things that you have to pay attention to. So we're getting ready to go into our Zoom on art history right now.
Step inside, yeah, the vibe pristine. 11:19, yeah, you know what I mean. Canvas talk, every wall got a dream. Drip so clean in the gallery scene. Step inside, let your mind go free. Every piece tell a story you can't unsee. Lights low, but the vision HD. Welcome to the 11:19 energy, yeah. Walking slow, got the baseline glide. Art on the wall, got a whole new vibe. Brushstrokes speak, yeah, they come alive. Melodic thoughts put soul inside. Frames don't lie, yeah, they breathe and move. Colors so loud, make the whole room groove. From the floor to the ceiling view, every angle got a different truth. Step inside, yeah, the vibe pristine. 11:19, yeah, you know what I mean. Canvas talk, every wall got a dream. Drip so clean in the gallery scene, yeah. Welcome to the vision. 11:19.
Okay. So today is actually just an open chat. I was just going to be just talking about a couple of the posts that I recently have put forth on Facebook and Instagram. Those having to deal with one, the art space, and two, the print shop. And both of those going into the summer, I wanted to make available because one, I wasn't going to be using them or utilizing them to the capacities that I have in the past because of now having opened the art gallery. So with opening the art gallery, now I'm in a position to be able to take some of the things that I'm doing. Well, hold on one moment. Okay, so I wanted to just have it be an open chat. Grab a drink, grab a coffee, grab a water, whatever you have, and ask questions. So what I'll do is I'm going to share my screen so that way I can discuss what they are talking about. So let's go over here and I will share. And what we are looking at is the 1119 Art Gallery website. And the first piece is directed here. I want to bring your attention to, and that is the calling all artists for the showcase your talent. You're able to utilize the full gallery, or you can utilize just the half of the gallery. The gallery is 1,100 square feet, but it also has a approximately 180 to 200 square foot. Well, I use it as a studio, but I'm sure it was probably supposed to be an office. But I use it as the art studio for painting and doing live work. Also, if you don't want the merchandise package, we're going to get to that later on. But if you don't want the merchandise package that is shown here, then the price is $300 less. So that $300 becomes a complete package because of we are able to do everything for you all inclusive, and it can take a village sometimes, depending on the installation, sculptures, and paintings. Excuse me. But also, if you don't need that much room and you just want to utilize the half of the gallery, and that half of the gallery also would include use of any of the other facilities that are listed. And the reason why I wrote includes merchandise package equal to the rate is because we do the shirts, the posters, the prints, we do the invitations, we do the opening night advertising, we do the charcuterie boards, we do the beverages. We are a non-alcoholic facility, so those drinks are generally non-alcoholic champagnes or wines. So it gives us the opportunity to be able to do everything in-house. So given we do ask for at least 3 weeks in advance notice so we can put this package together. It's always advised to come to our studio for a tour so you can see both of our facilities. They are in the same complex, but they're not in the same building, if that makes sense. What I'm saying is we have a studio that is approximately 12 to 1,300 square feet, and then we also have the gallery, which is approximately 1,000 to 1,100 square feet, which is both places are in the same complex. So that gives us the opportunity to be able to do everything in-house for both packages. So that's why we say it includes the merchandise package equal to the rate of the rent of the space, because we're not just renting you the space and say, okay, now go out and do all your own work, because that's going to be a lot of money. So we're like, well, we can do everything in-house, so we'll do that. So that's what we've done. Okay. Also, that gives us the opportunity to be able to better manage the team by utilizing just my team and your team, and both of our units can work together in reaching what the outlook is going to be. So that's a unique opportunity for everyone. Yeah, okay. Also, one of the unique opportunities with the space is you also get representation on the website in the art gallery itself, which is here. At the moment, we're not going to be going into the art gallery. It's not complete and set up, and I want to be able to present it in this best light before I present the full package. But just to let you know that representation on our sites, our social media, are part of the total package for the merchandise as well. Okay, so a little bit of that. Excuse me for looking away. There's really no other way to do this. There's no key controls for you to be able to do this without looking away from the camera. So there we are. So now I understand what my teachers were going through. All right, we're going to stop the share and we'll be back, and there we are. So I wanted to make sure that in having this talk, I was able to, hold Hold on. Okay, so we are. I wanted to have this talk be something that I could share with not just artists, but musicians as well. So we have space in other areas of our platform to be able to utilize for musicians, for actors, for photographers. Here at the complex here at the space that I'm sitting in now is one of 6 rooms that are sectioned off for whatever the need is. This room is also utilized for me to do my film editing, and I also produce music here in this room. Here, when I'm mixing and mastering music, it is sometimes done right here in this room, and then there's another mastering room. I'm sorry, mixing and mastering are done at this studio. This room is mostly for the mixing, and the room that is at the very front of the complex maybe I'm speaking into existence that someday I'll own the complex, because I really like this complex. That's why I keep opening space here. However, shout out to Providence. Anyway, what I was saying was, at this space, I primarily have our print shop. We have our podcast room, which I'm utilizing, our podcast setup, which I'm utilizing right now. It's really rudimentary. We don't do this as an art form. Mostly what we do is people bring us their podcast, and we edit and we do music, or we're the behind the scenes. So this is a new venture for me, being in front of the camera. Most of the work that I do is behind the camera, and I rely on my team so much. And when I say team, I am not talking about AI. There are specific human beings that I rely on that are helping me to utilize the skills. And they want to be recognized for their skills. So I give them a platform within my company to be able to utilize their skills. So if they produce podcasts, they can come and use the space. If they produce designs for brand marketing, they can use the space. If they produce film and video, they can use the space. This is the point. It's not about money, it's not about me, it's about us. And the more that we can come together and bring our art and our art forms together, we become a larger voice. Me sitting in front of this camera, I enjoy performing, but I don't enjoy being here. And I'm working on this, and I'm enjoying the freedom that it's enabling me to be able to have within my own artist psyche, and that's creating new opportunities for me. And those opportunities that it creates for myself become opportunities that I'd like to pass on to other artists for them to be able to, like I said, utilize the platform. We produce radio shows. So if you are a musician and you want to produce a radio show and you want to get your music on the radio, on the air, we produce on the radio, KCBP 95.5 FM, KCBP 95.5 FM, and that's right here in the Central Valley of Modesto, California. And we're able to utilize our platform to give opportunity to other artists. So I often reach out to those artists and say, hey, produce for me a 30-minute or 15-minute, 30-minute show, and I'll bring it here to the studio. We'll edit it down. We'll make sure that it's okay for radio. We'll put it on the air. Next thing you know, those persons get the opportunity to hear their music on the radio. And they're in their car driving, and I've heard so many people send me audios of them screaming, "Oh my God, my music's on the radio," and that's so awesome. Yes, it is. It was a great feeling for me when I was able to do it, when someone gave me the opportunity. Shout out to KKUP 95.1 FM in the Bay Area. They gave me my first opportunity to be on the air and talk about. That's why I always get these KKs and KCs mixed up sometimes, because they still show me love, and I always still try to show them love. Shout out to Dank, shout out to Manic, shout out to G Nice, shout out to the whole reggae crew, shout out to all of the DJs out there in San Jose holding it down. We appreciate you, right? So just to show love, that's what this is all about, right? So now that I have the art gallery, I just want to do the same. And you can't believe how many artists that I have reached out to and say, "Hey, I got a gallery now. I want you guys to come by and be a part of what we're doing." Crickets. Crickets. And then a friend of mine told me, you know why they did that? It's because you're not showing them that the space that you have has value. And it does have value. It has value for me, for my work, yes. But I believe it has even more extensive value for other artists. So all I did is said, okay, what are some of the prices that I've been getting for me being able to show and share my work? And it's been absolutely ridiculous prices. And I'm like, you want to take 90%, 80%, 60%, 70%? And then I also have to give you, and then I also have to do my own advertising and this, and no, forget all of that. So I said, you know what? If I ever have my own gallery and I ever have the opportunity to have my own space, I am never going to treat someone like that. So that's what we're doing. We are not a commission-based space. We are a value-based space. And if you believe that you find value in what we are trying to offer to you, come on in. Pay the one price, sell all your work. There you go. Don't make it complicated. My art teacher, bless her heart, she just retired, and I was so blessed to be able to have 2 years to work with her, and then another semester to just have her as a consultant. And her name is Miss Deborah Barr. And she told me one time when I was taking her oil class, from across the room, I had asked her a question. And she says, you know what your problem is, Kaila? You overthink your art. She said, the best thing about art is that it's not math. It's not complicated. Don't make it complicated. She said, it's about the paint. And she's right. It's about the paint. And then I've extended that to be not just about the paint, but about the paint, the brush, and the person holding it. So giving all three of those a cohesive opportunity to say, hey, come utilize our art studio. We can do your music, we can do your print, we can do your video, we can do all you need to be able to promote you and your art right here in-house. We make clothing, we make paintings, we can do all that you need. We're gifted by Eternal Life Christian Church in Bakersfield, an entire print shop. Shout out to Pastor Frederick Roberts. I just want to say thank you so very much for giving us the opportunity to have this equipment. And we have started to be able to teach others on the use of that equipment so they can open their own brand marketing businesses. young people, young adults, old people, seniors, we've been able to start teaching as many people as we can. And that's another great opportunity. And we are thankful and we're blessed to have this donation from Pastor Roberts and his family. And we appreciate you so very much. First Lady, Sister Crystal, thank you very, very much. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Lamoria. Thank you for all your youngins. We absolutely appreciate you giving us this opportunity to share this equipment. Now, what happens in the state of California is that when someone makes a donation like that, it starts to collect dust. We don't work like that. From day one, we've already started teaching young people and teaching churches, young people from the local college for their Black Student Union. Thank you so much for reaching out. We appreciate you, young man. And come on over, utilize it. Someone actually sent me I saw a comment. It says, if it's free and too good to be true, it's probably crap. And then I sent them the pictures of the equipment that they would be using that I'm offering to them for free. And they literally sent me back a picture of, like one of those things where you cover your mouth like this. And I thought to myself, there you go. When people see that top of the line, top shelf equipment, top shelf mixers and instruments and drum sets and bass and guitars and trumpets and all these different things that's been donated. This right here in front of me was donated from the Peace Life Center right here in Modesto, California. And thank you so very much for your donation. Right here. This was one of the donations. So, I don't know what else to tell you. The Bible says, if you give, it shall be given. And I've been giving for 35 years within my business and within my life since I was 5 years old. So I put it to the test. I said, okay, I'll give. Let's see what happens. 2026, I'll be 64 years old. And I've lived a life of giving. And people give. And as they give to me, they give me so much that I try to give it away. I had a conversation with my general manager for the radio station today. And I said to him, it's amazing. You can't give away, it's hard to give away free things. People don't want free things because they feel like if it's free, it's cheap. And then I told him, I said, I wanted to give away some things and it didn't work out. And I put a price on it and people ask me for it all the time now. Just let me give. I always hear people say, you know what, leave me alone. Just let me live. I'm saying no. Come. Just let me give. Listen, we're getting close. Where are we at right now? Oh my God. I got about 5 more minutes. We're going to wrap this up. I'm going to utilize this last 5 minutes of this Zoom and just say to everyone, thank you so very much for everyone that's been reaching out. Thank you for everyone that's been giving. Literally, thank you for everyone that's been giving. Thank you for making my dreams possible. Thank you. I live to give. Let me say that again. I live to give. I live to give. And having that opportunity is such a huge responsibility because God gives me so much that it overflows. I got a call from a good friend of mine that was on my first episode, Maya Porter, from the Pull-Up Host in the Bay Area. And she was telling me about the 25 or 30 bags. I think it was more like 20, 25 bags that I gave her when she was out here. And they were all empty bags. I gave her some other things that, just to give away with them that had been given to me. Shout out to Kareem Carter. Shout out to Tracy Bookman. Thank you very much for your donations. They are gone. Everything you guys gave is gone. So thank you very, very much. But she let me know today that she's going to be sending me a video of her actually doing this work. And that what was donated to us was given to her. And she was able to fill those bags with just items from her pull-up host truck and give those to those that are in need. I won't even just say homeless, because I wasn't there to see if they're homeless or not. But she knew their need, and she was effective in being able to supply some help to them. And I just want to say thank you so very much to everybody that gave. Pastor Archie LeVice, Pastor Bobo, Pastor Tony, Pastor Clark. Just thank you. Thank you for your mentorship. Thank you for your words. Shout out and rest in peace to Pastor Claudel Huey. I'll never forget a word that you shared with me, sir. Thank you so very much. So yeah, we've come to it, and we better wind it down. This was great. I needed this. It was cathartic for me anyway. I'm going to be posting this on my Instagrams and the Facebooks and all of the social media, so look out for that. Shout out to 1119 Media. Shout out to 1111. Shout out to 1119 Art Gallery, and shout out to 1111 Media. Thank you so very much to everyone. We'll see you next time. All right, let's get out of here. Oh my God.
Step inside, yeah, the vibe pristine. 1119, yeah, you know what I mean. Canvas talk, every wall got a dream. Drip so clean in the gallery scene. Step inside, let your mind go free. Every piece tell a story you can't unsee. Lights low, but the vision HD. Welcome to the 1119 energy, yeah. Walking slow, got the baseline glide. Art on the wall, got a whole new vibe. Brushstrokes speak, yeah, they come alive. Melodic thoughts put soul inside. Frames don't lie, yeah, they breathe and move. Colors so loud, make the whole room groove. From the floor to the ceiling view, every angle got a different truth. Step inside, yeah, the vibe pristine. 1119, yeah, you know what I mean. Canvas talk, every wall got a dream. Drip so clean in the gallery scene, yeah. Welcome to the vision. 1119.